return Amphid. Alphador. Yeah, I can close the curtain. Sub Weird Rag, Dirty Tarp Salesman, Goofling. Alright, so, hello everybody. Good to see ya. This is one of the camera angles. We also have the Playfield, the Workbench, and the all-camera setup, which we'll be using quite a bit. Probably spend most of our time on this screen. What's up, Bunny Mountain, Corotonic, to Haxor, Ultigus, Galakshna, Pinball Wiz, PA, good to see ya. What's up, Timefire? Yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it? I bet it needs... Alright. So, Mr. Delbach, Ebenmorn, Music Lover. A little bit more. That'll do. What's up, Snever, Panera, Oversolar? Yes, today is Pinball Week. You can see all the Pinball Week related commands on the right-hand side of the screen. What's up, Irish Owl? Okay, so the goal of today is to get the studio completely set up and ready. I have not organized my workbench yet since moving the studio. So I'm going to be going through my workbench and all the stuff and get everything where it needs to be. And then we'll write out the itinerary or projects list for the remainder of next week. And then we'll work our way down that list next week. What's up, Zombie Nut, Simplify, Jack Zack, Tynato, Cube Mario, Rock and Roller. So we're going to hop over to this right here. And I'm going to start pulling stuff out of my workbench. So, well, thanks for stopping by, Irish Owl. I appreciate it. So right now, my workbench basically just has stuff in it. So we're going to sort through all the stuff. All right, so here's my main junk drawer. I'd like to get this clear and organized so I have an effective way to, you know, put stuff away. Ton of zip ties. Okay, what's all this? Little baby zip ties fell out of the bag. Okay. Little babies. Zombie, we generally do pinball on Saturdays. However, this week, well, today and all of next week is designated to Pinball Week. So, today we'll be getting everything set up and prepared for the following week, where we'll be doing a ton of maintenance projects. Not with some good space management, Zaphod. But generally, Saturdays is dedicated to pinball content. Okay, let's just take all these off. Nice and easy. What's up, Quan? Nice to see you. Yeah, she went to town on that ferret house. It's like all of their beds and stuff mishmashed into one thing. All right, one more twist. James. All right, that's good. These go in this bag too. Let's put these over on the table for right now. So we'll probably be going back in the same drawer, but whatever. All right, this needs to have a home that's not here. What do we have left in this box? Bunch of doohickeys for the pegboard, which I'm actually really happy with where the pegboard's at right now, so can junk that. All right, what do we got left in this drawer? We got more doohickeys. Okay, so I didn't even get near enough of these. That's fine. I'll put these in a little bag. How about that? So many who's a what's its. All right. But thank you all for joining today. I'm really excited to get Pinball Week started, but it's going to take a lot of organization. So today needs to be organizing day. We may get to work on the machines today. I'm not sure. We'll see how the time goes. Organization is paramount right now. All right, let's get that flushed out properly. All right, so that drawer is clear. Oh my God, Ruby, are you okay? Okay, magnetic tape, I don't need. What? Yeah. Okay, these are clip magnets. We'll throw those on the pegboard. These are free hanging for pictures. I don't need those in there. Let's see what we got up here. Do I have any bags up here? Aren't you excited? Yeah. Move this over here. Please don't step all over the keyboard. Please. All right. On the floor with you, where you belong. Okay, well, it's already looking better. Now we're going to pull out the stuff from the top. My shit cup there. Couple remaining pieces of the Addams family, it looks like. Keys and a knife. Oh, hey, a flathead screwdriver, cool. And a Safeway club card. All right, then. CGABs, I only started archiving my streaming content. It does make sense what you said at the start of this year, so that's why there's only that many videos available. Okay. So these pieces, I'm just going to put back up here. We'll do those when we get to hand cleaning. The reason these are still left out is I'm getting new actuator arms for them. The ones that are on there have Bakelite on them, and so I can't run them through the ultrasonic. Okay, keys up there is fine. I don't know what that is. Don't need this because I got like 50 feet of it. All right, microfiber cloths. Those don't go here. Can never have too many Sharpies, except for when you have too many Sharpies. All right, so the Sharpies can go back up top. All right, I'm gonna get back down in here. This is definitely where we want gloves. Oh, hey, there's more Sharpies. This is a Cobalt workbench. I got it like on super sale at Lowe's. I think it was like 85 bucks on sale or something. No, I have not played Witcher 3, Faith. Let's see what's in our cup here. Some nylon washers, miscellaneous screws. Yeah, it looks like all stuff that belongs in the crap cup. Looks good. What are you? It does indeed. It got passed on to the third generation Zaphod. Okay, zip ties are fine down there. Okay. So push to the side for the moment. Okay, I already have scissors on the pegboard, so we shouldn't need another pair of scissors. Yeah, I have a 5-year-old daughter, Irish Owl. Okay, stick that up there. Dremel manual, alrighty. Need that pin later. Let's see what this is. Polyurethane super band, but it's pretty eaten up because I tried to use it to clamp something. So we'll toss that. Toss that too. I don't know what you are. What are you? What are you? What are you? This thing. Oh, it's trash now. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find the use for it tomorrow as soon as I throw it away. Alright, cool. So that's the first drawer down. Now we can move on to these. Clipboard, I'll probably need that. Micrometer, glue dots, miscellaneous parts and stuff. Dremel. Flashlight's always good. And this. Okay, so this is the new plastic for the light assembly. Just got the diodes in so I can resolder that at some point next week. And here's the bear kick ramp plastic. Need to de-rivet this so I can get this mounted on there. I'm going to use screws instead of rivets when I put it back on. But okay, let's see the other drawer. Got the Titan silicone competition rings in black and white. Miscellaneous rubbers. And a whole bunch of inserts and crap. Okay. No, I did. You're right, Alphador. I pulled the pin out. My bad. Okay, I got the piece of paper for the Star Trek machine. Oh, hey, that's what that silicone piece is for. You're not trash yet. I'm sorry. Some random wing nut. Screw. Plastic. Okay, cool. So we got the sheet laid back down in there. Good. Okay, so this is going to be designated as parts store, but before that happens, I got to find my bags, which are right here. Quan, what we're going to do tonight is, after I'm done organizing, we're going to write out the itinerary for what's going to happen this week. So I want to get my hands on the Creature from the Black Lagoon and shop that out. I want to pull apart the Vengeance machine and get all the new silicone rubbers in that. Make a couple adjustments to the Star Trek and put the finishing touches on the Addams Family Playfield that's in our rotisserie right now. Okay, so this is my tape and labeling bin. Definitely going to want to have some electrical tape in the top of my workbench here. That's fine. And we can leave those in there. I'll need this later. Alright, cool. Small bags. Okay, now we can take these small bags. I can put my zip ties in there. I really like to be organized, and especially with moving into a new setup, I really don't want to get disorganized. So I want to do it right the first time and make sure we're good. Okay, we're going to take one of these big bags. I don't know if you guys use this stuff. It's called U-Glue. Freaking amazing. Pretty much all-purpose adhesive. Two-sided adhesive. Okay, so I got all these inserts in for the Addams Family. I'm going to play around with those later. We can get these all in one bag so they're not just floating loose in the parts bin. Okay, rubber pieces, rubber pieces, rubber pieces. Go ahead and throw the star things in there too. What's up, Spike Freak? Good to see ya. Okay, let's rethink this because those aren't all going to fit. Did I put any other posts in there? I sure did. Okay, there's that. And that. Okay, cool. Now we got a bag of inserts. Hey, Bliss9. Alright, this is going to be my designated parts bin, so that's where those are going to go. And then we'll take a small bag and put all the posts in one. Hey, Patriots fan. I mean, everything's organized. I just packed it up in bins, but I need to repack all the bins and get everything in my workbench that needs to be there. Well, maybe a little less confusing after this week, Terminator. Okay, that's insert 2. Got some more posts. Okay, that's all my posts, so we'll put those in the parts bin. Hey, Loose Minded. What's up, Serenity? Okay, stickers can definitely stay in here. However, my sharps bin needs to go in the tool drawer, so I know I'm going to need an X-Acto knife. I use those all the time. What's up, Mogmind? Thank you for keeping it dapper. Appreciate these 16 consecutive months. Okay. Fourth floor, no elevator. That is kind of a problem, Quan. Okay, I'm going to keep one set of small bags in the top and one set of big bags in the top, because I usually end up using these to separate out parts. Anywho. Oh yeah, you got his chili dogs. You better believe it, I can taste. Never seen somebody eat hot dogs so fast. Okay, we got diodes. These diodes make electricity run only one way. You find these on most micro switch assemblies and a whole bunch of stuff inside the earliest 90s pinball machines. Diode number 1N4007. Good luck, Brock Rocks. Okay, the U-glue can go in the big bin next to the gloves. Micrometer we will definitely be using this week. Can go in that one. Alright, where do I want to keep my Dremel? Let's put the Dremel in here. Okay, we need that. Pinballs can go in the parts drawer, why not? If we find a bad one, we can always replace it. Oh, here comes the ferrets. Hi! Look what I found in my drawer. Hello! I honestly don't know what to do with this. It's flat, though, so we'll just stick it in here. Okay, and then we'll take our silicone. These things are really nice. Really impressed with the quality of these silicone rubber pieces. Well, rubber. Okay, and then in my blue bin here, let's go to the overview. I have a spot for rubber pieces, so let's get those in there. Well, this is kind of disorganized too. Rubber pieces, more rubber pieces. Zen Bean, thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate the 33 consecutive months. Whoop. What a player. We'll be spending most of our time in this view right here, but for the moment we're going to be on the workbench. Okay, glue dots. Relatively unimpressed with the glue dot roller. Ferret could go in the rubber piece bin. Yeah, we're going to trash the glue dots. Those are pretty worthless. This is the cap for it. This is the Dremel power cord. Okay. And these can go in the parts bin too. You know what, Roxy? Roxy? Do we need to have a chat? Hey, I got back in there, got nice. Look at me, I'm cute. Look at me, I'm cute. Doing great, Wolverine. Thanks for asking. Yeah, sweetie. Okay, well, stop climbing up there. Thanks. Alright, we can take this over. This can go in the stuff cup. Don't know what those go to. And tapes up here too. Flashlight can definitely go back in the parts bin. Okay, we got random towels. Means we're going to the cleaning bin soon. Okay, well that's a start. That's a start. Okay, so labeling, extra labeling stuff bin is good to go. Got all the rubbers in one bin. All right, there's bin number 1. What's next? What's in here? Henry, I have pinball-related tattoos, but no streaming-related tattoos specifically. Okay, what's this? Okay, Okay, that's what the microphone goes in. And what's this? You've swallowed a pinball before. Wow. Okay, well this power strip does not need to be in my soldering kit, though everything in here looks soldering related, so I'm going to say that one's good. Let's throw this over here for the moment. Zimnus, the current goal is to get organized and set up for Pinball Week, which is all next week. So I'm getting my workbench set up. We just moved down into this new studio, so I'm getting everything set up. Then we'll write out an itinerary. Okay, so we're good on these bins. Let's just start with the cleaning bin. I was working on the big deal machine with my daughter, and pretty much everything that wasn't supposed to go in the cleaning bin went in there. So we need to get that sorted out. Wire. Thank you. Little hand to you, friend, and welcome to the Dapper. Thanks so much for the support, man. I appreciate it. Okay, let's just go to the all-cam view real quick. So I gotta grab some bigger bins. Alright, where is the cleaning bin? There it is. This one's a nightmare. All the rest of them are organized pretty good. This one, whole week working on that big deal. Alright. So I keep these bins underneath the machines, which has whatever I need it. Here we go. Okay, this towel needs to get washed. Headlamp can go in the workbench. Needle nose pliers, cool. Wire cutters, definitely need those. Miscellaneous springs and a couple washers. Junk these. Actually, we'll keep the springs in the cup. Big deal instruction manual. I have a bin for instruction manuals. Let's get all the towels over here. Alcohol, trash. Alright, this was the rubber kit for the big deal. Never hurts to have other rubber pieces laying around. Alright, we got paints for the Addams Family machine. We're going to need those. Wax can go in the top bin. Got a sham. Custom tape. More alcohol. Okay, we're going to put the cleaning crap over here. Novus 1, Novus 2, glass cleaner, alcohol. They're both 91%, okay. Okay, we got Mylar sheeting, cotton swabs. This bowl needs to go back on the pegboard. We are organizing, and then we're going to write out the itinerary for what we're going to do this week. If we have any extra time, we'll break into the creature. But I did not have time to set up my workbench, and I haven't done it properly yet, so now is the time. 3M hand glaze, highly unlikely to use that on a regular basis. Oh yeah, after working in kitchens, always have one of these in the house. Always. Always, always, always. Random glove can go back in the gloves. This compressed air shot. Okay, these can get out of here. That's good. Okay, we got bits and stuff. Definitely want those. Safety glasses, we'll need those. This is a metal coil tubing, which you don't see really ever anymore. Let me see if I can get a good picture of this. Actually wore through the metal on the big deal machine. I replaced the tubing with plastic, but pretty crazy it went through the metal. Alright, scissors can stay in there. Magic erasers. Got light bulbs. Definitely don't want those in there. This one's not eaten all the way through, but it's close. Okay. Glasses, crescent wrench, wire strippers, paintbrushes are fine, Allen wrench. Okay, this can go back in. All right. I know I'm gonna need rags, so I'm just gonna throw those on top of the workbench. Oh, ferrets. All right, so that's everything that should be in the bin. Chat will be open all week. Yes, Henry. Roxy, come on. All right, so that was my worst bin as far as organization goes. Okay, we have the molding bin, which I don't need to touch. Guess we can go into the electrical bin. Get these wire ties back where they're supposed to be. Okay. Ninja Master, we're doing an entire week of pinball maintenance and restoration. So right now we are getting everything set up for that. Okay, here's my schematics. May need to get back into this box we got here. Okay. We're going to take these gear ties out. These things are freaking amazing. All they are is little pieces of rubber with wire in them, but you can wrap them around cords and twist for wire management or to hold something in place. I'm going to put these in my blue bin because that's much more accessible. This has like alligator clips and anything electrical or electrical soldering related. So this goes back in here. I can't think of anything else that needs to go in there. Oh, I actually haven't waxed my Playfield yet, Ninja Master. I got this stuff though. I'm going to try out a couple different kind of wax when I get around to it. I got the 100% Caranu Wax P21S. It's like $50 for that thing of wax, so I need to get around to using that. Okay, what's left? Okay, I have an old parts bin here. Don't need to get into that either. So, I believe we're getting down to the end here. Let's get one more. Foxy, you're such a turd. Well, I use the wire cutters for a lot of stuff, CGAB, so yes, it could technically go in the electrical bin, but I consider that a commonly used tools. Definitely Ninja Master, they're brighter and a lot more stable. Okay, so I got sandpaper in here, hand riveter, new plastic piece for the creature machine, soldering practice kit, so these can go in here. Well, I'm only going to need one set of safety glasses, so let's put these in here. Okay, cool. So that sorts out all the bins I needed to go through. That went a lot quicker than I thought. Now I just have to clear the workbench, and then we can start writing out a master list of things that need to get done. But first, some water. What's up, Cletus? Okay, so this stuff can go back onto the pegboard for the moment. Fell out, didn't it? Do. Alright, this can go there. Magnets, how do they work? Okay, this can go there. That's good. These two on this one. Cool. Okay, we got wire strippers, LED headlamp, crescent wrench with the right bit for taking off the pinball legs, Allen wrench, should be on the pegboard too, that little guy. Magnets, how do they work? Pretty much everything in a pinball machine is ran by electromagnetic force. Okay, so what I'm left with is magnet tape, which I just don't need. And these can go onto the pegboard. Hey, nice, Nebuchadnezzar. Let me know how it turns out. Not too much, Ninja Master. I'm not very experienced in printed circuit board repair. I'm sure I could muddy my way through, but nothing on this project, or these projects, it'll be circuit board repair. And just like that, our workspace was organized. There sure is Proto Potato. If you do exclam tattoo, there it is. Alright, just gonna stick this magnet tape over here for right now. Grab my notebook, if I can find it. Roxy, you don't need to be on my main broadcasting setup. I know it's very exciting for you. Evil Ragu, thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. I appreciate it. All right. All right, so we're going to make a master list in pen and paper, and then I'll convert it to the exclam projects command. I'm not sure what the size of ours is, Nebuchadnezzar, to be honest. Please don't step on the keyboard. Please. I mean, okay. How about you don't eat the mouse either? My goodness. My goodness, just be a sweetie baby. Just be a sweetie baby. And Foxy, oh my god. Is this going to be my entire week? Foxy? Okay, here's the thing, guys. Croxy, come on. You can't eat the mouse. But it's so tasty. All right, girls. You're gonna die, Foxy. You don't understand heights yet. Dang, you chunky girl. You need to exercise. My goodness. Still got your baby fats. Okay, so let's start right now to list. We have the creature from the Black Lagoon on deck right now, so we'll just start with that. The creature, we need to strip the playfield. It's going to require me to disconnect the molexes on the bottom. Wow, that's some good writing. Label the molexes too. Remove ramps. And then plastics and rubbers. Okay, and then after that, we need to... Good job, Roxy. You just broke my mouse. That's really nice. Really nice. Okay, then after that, we need to measure pin connectors. Because I need to replace 2 of them. Okay, so I got 2 cracked pin connectors in the back box on the power driver board, which is causing 1 string of lights to be out. But That's definitely a low priority. I just want to get the measurements done so I know what to order. These ferrets right now are just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So strip playfield, disconnect Molex cables, remove ramps, plastics and rubbers, measure pin connectors. Kashula Deora 123, little hand to you, friend. Welcome to the Dapper. Appreciate you. Three ferrets in a pillowcase. What a day. Okay, I think after that, I'm going to want to do the Star Trek Next Generation. Okay, Star Trek Next Generation, we need to remove and look at the soundboard and see if it needs to be replaced. Do a power driver board swap. I had the sound die on the machine. It works now. It's just the sound it died while I was playing, so there's obviously a problem there. There's been some white noise in it. I was just kind of ignoring it till it became a problem, and here it is. It's a problem. Power driver board swap, and then change out faceplate. And then a better fix for the alpha ramp. It's cracked right now. I got a piece of rubber jammed in there, but I think I can do better. Tyons, I was a cook for the better part of 7 years. 8 years, something like that. Is there anything else on the Star Trek machine that I need to do this week? I don't think so. I have all polyurethane rubbers on there. I guess I could replace the slingshot rubbers with the other ones. Oh, and flipper rubbers, of course. It just says #1 dad on it, Bliss 9. There. See? Just going to stand up for just a second. We'll go to the all view here and see what's going on. All right, I'm just going to step over here for a second. Is there anything else I want to adjust on this machine? I don't think so. No, that should be good for the Star Trek. I've done a lot of work on that one. Delblock, I'm going to end up eventually taking off, like, the shuttle and the launchers and the Borg ship and paint everything. And at that time, I'll probably paint the Romulan vessel as well. Now, if I did that, I'd have no wall space killer. My daughter's quite the artist. She loves drawing. Okay, Star Trek Vengeance Machine. Did that Opto get ordered?
From Marco?
Yeah. So Star Trek Vengeance. Okay, we need to strip the playfield. They really did not think of the operator when they made the Star Trek Vengeance machine. In order to replace rubber parts, you really have to disassemble the whole machine, which is unfortunate, but it'll be good to do anyways. I was just thinking, like, if you're a normal operator and one of the rubbers in the back breaks, that really sucks. You have to remove all the ramps, basically, to get to the ship, to get underneath there. But that's okay. Strip the playfield, go ramps. Ramps first, and plastics. Replace all rubbers. You know, I'm just gonna do a hand rets out. I'm not very much of a painter, but I'd like to learn a bit more, so I'll probably spray them a base color and then kind of just have fun with it. There's no way I'm gonna make them look worse than they already do. Okay, replace all rubbers, and that really should be it, other than a deep clean on that one. It's a very new machine. Which machine, Ninja Master? So the vintage should be the simplest what I need to do, but probably the most complicated for making it happen. And lastly, we have the Addams Family. Addams Family is going to be last because my goal this week was to get everything done except for the Addams Family. If we have extra time, the Addams Family is going to get some work. However, the Playfield's on a rotisserie right now, and I have several projects. Dear God, Roxy, you're going to die. You're going to die. Both Tyons. I went to culinary school, and I did start as a dishwasher line cook as well. Yeah, that one was brand new. I got it new in box. So it probably has, I would say, 500 plays on it or so. However, the rubber's really dried out when I got it, so it has to be done. Okay, so the Addams Family's on a rotisserie right now, so I need to sand out wear and shooter lane. Remove mastic from insert holes. And then one final clean on that. And then we have the cabinet. I need to clean the cabinet. Yeah, good old rotisserie pinball. I think that's probably a valid goal for what I got right now. I don't want to play with the inserts this week. Probably play with the inserts after it's painted. If I can get the Playfield prep completely to be painted, clear-coated, and have the inserts put back, well, painted, put the inserts in, clear coat, and then we're really back to putting everything back together. I love cooking Tyons. It just had a different opportunity, and I went for it. Is there anything else I need to do on the Addams Family? Oh, hand clean parts. That's a big one. I have a few parts left to hand clean. Okay, that's looking like a pretty good list. So what we're going to do is... no, I really like cooking, to be honest. Just had the opportunity to do something for myself, so I did. Just going to hand paint Ninja Master. The Playfield's actually got quite a large areas of wear, but that's okay. There's no way when I'm done it'll be in worse condition than it was. So the Addams Family I got had been in a very smoky environment and had a lot of play. So it's been a fun restoration project so far. Okay, so what we're going to do is head over to here. We're going to write out our itinerary list. Okay. Just going to make this one pretty wide. There we go. Okay. Fill it with green. What is going on with this browser? There it is. Okay, so creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, strip Playfield. Okay, this probably need to put this in the right order. Oh goodness, I should probably read ahead. Move ramps. Strip the playfield. And then plastics, rubbers. Okay, on to the next one. We have the... Whoops, I don't want my text to be that color. Star Trek, the next generation. Okay. So... we'll do the slingshot flipper rubbers first. Then we will remove, look at soundboard. And we'll do a driver board swap. Then we replace the replace the faceplate. Actually, we'll do the alpha ramp first. Better fix for alpha ramp. And then we will change the faceplate. Looks good. Come on, ferrets. Come on, girls. Star Trek Vengeance. We need to remove ramps. Strip playfield. Clean plastics. Replace all rubbers. Okay, then we're left with the Addams family. Can work on my own list, but I thought this would at least give you guys an idea of what we're doing this week. Okay, so what do we have as far as this? We can probably sand out wear, shooter lane, remove mastic. Final cleaning of playfield. Clean disgusting cabinet. And then, nope, we're going to hand clean parts. And then clean the disgusting cabinet. Okay, so that is the general list of what we're going to be doing this week. We do Exclam projects. That'll be where we're at. Ferrets, I swear to God, just stop. Just stop. There is no need for you to be doing what you're doing, okay? None. Where the hell are you girls? Oh, look at that. You're both in the drawer. How nice. I am so blessed. I am so blessed right now. Beyond blessed. Huh. No, that was not a ferret drawer, believe it or not. Alright guys, well I'm going to take a very short break, and then we'll actually just break into the creature. We're already ahead of schedule. I always underestimate how long things are going to take. I was expecting the organization to take me like an hour and a half, and then writing out the list take about 45 minutes, but here we are not even a hour into the broadcast, and we're good. So excuse me for just a moment. When I return, we'll dive right in. Have a good one, Mortius. No, Anna made this this one. All right, guys, so we're going to hop over to the main screen here. Just a fair warning, it's going to be pretty hard for me to read chat while I am working on the machine since I have to step over to the other side of the room. I'll do the best job I can and hop over to read and stuff, but going to be pretty focused on the work. So, if we do exclam projects, the first thing on our list to do is disconnect and label Molex clips so we can get the ramps off the playfield. We're working on the creature from the Black Lagoon right now. Oh, which key is it? Too many keys. Okay, that's Star Trek. That is the Vengeance. I'm gonna go with the yellow one. Didn't even need the keys. It wasn't even locked. You can actually see chat okay from here. It's just I have to look over. Okay. I've been in the hobby for about 10 months now, Tiny Talking Ninja. I'm actually going to full screen that and then try to move this a little bit closer. Okay. So our first order of business is to lift the playfield up and disconnect the Molex clips. Everywhere there's a wire that goes down underneath the playfield, there's a clip down there that you have to disconnect so you can pull the piece off. Dear God, Roxy. But before we do that, need to eject the, there it is, the balls. If you lift up the playfield while the balls are in there, it can cause damage. Yes, the pinball machine is turned sideways from normal. That is correct. Okay, I think I'm going to hit this camera if I lift up the playfield, but that's why we have a bendy mount. Okay, so we're going to swing this to the side real quick. Hey, guys. And then I'll swing it back once we're up. Okay, it's in there. Good. Okay. Have to be real careful getting that thing down. Okay. So, let's see if we can get a decent angle of this. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Alright, so here we are on the underside of the playfield. So what I'm looking for is anything that runs into the top of the playfield that I need to disconnect. There's 3 ramps on this. So there's probably 1 Molex clip for each ramp, or at least the micro switch for the ramp. So here's one right here. How's that view for you guys? Let's see here. That's, well, frankly, about as good as it's going to get for this angle. Okay, I see another one. Looks like the only thing that's truly connected to the bottom is the micro switches that lead to tell if they went up the ramp or not. Okay, cool. So what we're going to need here is several different colors of electrical tape and some scissors. Should be a no-brainer on what is what when we get back to it, but I'd rather be redundant. Yes, I did get the hologram swapped out, indeed. I went ahead and did that a while ago. Well, balls. Well, tape, you're supposed to stick to the scissors and not fall down, but okay. So we'll just stick these on the side of the cabinet here so we have them available. Get them all cut beforehand so we can do it all at once. May end up needing more than 3 pieces of tape, but we'll see. Ferrets are being turds today. Doing good, Lady. What's up, Puma Oblivion? We're doing an entire week of pinball maintenance and restoration. We're calling it Pinball Week. It's going to run through July 4th or next Saturday. Roxy is just like hell-bent on getting on my main broadcasting desk, and she's doing a damn good job of it. Over and over and over again. So what we're doing here is just cutting pieces of tape so we can label the Molex clips that we'll be removing. In fact, I should have changed the chat command. Okay, whatever tape. Most of the wires do not go to the top of the playfield, but there's definitely a pretty big handful that do. So to get the playfield stripped, we gotta get all those taken care of. So I make a little fold in the tape like this, so I have a handle to pull the tape off later. Okay, first one I saw was down here. Disconnect that, and we'll go orange on this one. Orange. All right. Take a look to the other side here. Okay, that is a Molex, but I don't think... What does that connect to? Well, I guess if it's not hurting anything, I might as well disconnect it. Pull this wire out of the clip. Pretty much if it goes up through a hole onto the playfield, I want to get it off. I'll do red for this one. Red. Got random flasher bulb. Anything else go up through that hole? I guess this does. Looks like I might need a lot more tape than I thought. That's a-okay. Go yellow on this one. Also, this way, when I feed back through underneath, when I feed the stuff back through, it's pretty obvious where it goes. Now, that being said, the Molex clips are keyed, so it'd be pretty much impossible to plug the wrong one into the wrong one, but I like to know where everything goes, so redundancy is never bad. These scissors are too sharp. If they're a little more blunt, the tape doesn't fall off when you cut it. Such is life. This cabinet was in really good condition when I got it. But I believe it was in like a dry storage area for a long time or something, because a lot of the screws and stuff are kind of loose. So it really does need... the playfield needs to be stripped. Everything needs to be refastened down. Some new screws in a couple places to make it play as well as it can. Redundancy is great. I mean, the way I look at it, it's going to get done when it gets done. There's no point in rushing it. Well, of course I'm going to need even more tape than this. I'm just sure of it. I'm probably missing something. Here's what I can do. I can do that. There we go. Now we're cooking with mayonnaise. But thank you everyone for coming out for the first night of Pinball Week. Appreciate you guys. Streaming pinball has been really good for me mentally. It's been really nice to have something to focus some energy on and to have a hobby to work on. So I appreciate your guys' support. Okay, this probably doesn't need to be disconnected, but it does lead up to the top of the playfield, so we're going to disconnect it. Okay, what do we have left here? We have this, and this, and this. So I need 3 more pieces of tape. Do I have 3 colors left? No, I do not. And that's okay, because we'll just, maybe I do. I got black. Okay, we do have 3 colors. And then after that, I think that's all the stuff that feeds back up as far as Molexes go. No, it's not. We have these two as well. So what I'll do is let's make one of these purple, because that one's pretty far away. And, yeah. That'll be cool. Oh, wait, I still have brown to work with. Well, one of them will have to be a double color, and that's alright. This one's brown. Pinball Week is already better than Shark Week. Well, thank you, sir. I fell really behind on my maintenance projects with getting the studio moved down here. But now that we have a stable area to do repairs in, it's going to be a lot more fun to do pinball repairs. The previous place I was set up was really good for playing and whatnot, but wasn't really effective room or infrastructure to do the repair streams. Thanks, Standard Ponage. Well, chat is generally open. Well, it's always open on pinball nights, which is usually Saturdays, but since we're doing this special event, it'll be open today and all of next week. Is green the remaining color? Yes. I feel like I have blue tape around somewhere, but I'm not going to hunt it down. We'll just do a double. Okay, our double color would be purple, because that one's really obvious where it goes. No confusion there. Come on, tape. I don't have thumbnails, man. Work with me. Okay, good. All right. No, not yet. We're going to make this one purple. We'll also do it a different size clip. This is really ultra redundant, but better safe than sorry. I'll be, for the first time, not taking reference photos as I pull stuff apart, so this will be interesting. Now, if I was doing circuit board work and stuff, I would definitely take pictures, but for just plastics and whatnot, I think we'll be okay. It is a Cobalt workbench. I got it on super sale at Lowe's. It was like 85 bucks. It's a pretty good deal, if I don't say so myself. Okay, one more disconnect here, and I think we're disconnected from the bottom of the playfield. I'll walk around the other side and do a double check, but I'm quite sure we're good. I know I've disconnected all the micro switches, which is these two wires. Okay, that's good. Oh, I missed one. Of course I did. What color are we going to make this? Oh, there's also one here. Because there's one here, one here. So 1, 2. And then I also got... Where was it? Where was it? We got this. All that's disconnected. So we got one here for a micro switch, one here for it looks like a flasher. Okay, then we got these two up here as well. Well, let's find my labeling bin and see if I got any other colors of tape. Labeling bin. Where'd you go? Okay. Blue masking tape. That's not going to cut it. All right, we'll just multiple colors. So we'll do. We already did double dip purple, so we'll do yellow and orange on the top ones. So those are very far disconnected. Then we'll find the rest. Oh, you know what I forgot to add to every to-do list was swap batteries. So we'll do that last. But as soon as we're done with this, I'll mark this as done and then add change batteries. Okay, so I got those two right here is going to be the yellow and orange. There's nothing leading up to the playfield up here. And then we have these two as well. We'll make those... red and gray. Okay, so we'll do... Oh, God, there's 3 of them. Help me, Tom Cruise. And yellow. Now, we are doing yellow up top. Cheese and rice. What's my remaining color that's good to use? Brown? Brown it is. Really, this will be ultra obvious once we pull stuff back through what it's supposed to be. As long as there's the same color piece of tape on each one, we're going to be fine. A lot more Molexes than I had anticipated, though. Okay, so this can come apart. Go brown. The only thing you wouldn't want to do is put one of the same color like right next to another one, but if you don't do that, you should be good. All right, orange. Foxy, please. Yeah, ferrets are going ham right now. Orange. Get that on there real good. And then we had... I know there was one more miscellany connector that went through here, right? Am I tripping right now? I don't feel like I'm tripping. I thought I saw something. All right, let's change the current. What's up, DSR? Okay. I could have swore I saw a third cord that went up and through. I guess I was just mistaking that one for a third one. It's only going to cause a problem. I don't want to have to lit the playfield back up is why I want to get it done right the first time. Because if I do that, I'm going to swing the camera back and then lift it up to get one Molex clip, which is not ideal. Got that one. Ooh, you're not really sticking on there, are you? Don't be a jerk. That one's good. Well, it appears I was mistaken. Happens to the best of us. All right, so this is going to be the micro switch for the bowl on the top. Hello, Anormal. Oh yeah, the ferrets are definitely running around right now. They're having a grand old time. And this should be... No, this is going to be for the connector on there. Okay, cool. Red it is. Okay, then we should be able to swing the camera out of the way. I'm going to do one more double check, and we'll swing the camera out of the way, and then get to stripping the playfield down. Starting with the ramp assemblies. Okay. Double check, double check, double check. That one's disconnected. Good. Good. Those two are disconnected. The back ones are disconnected. That flasher's... Okay, we're good. We're good. Ruby, what are you doing? Walking backwards with that ball. That looks weird. You're a weird one. All right, so I got to swing the camera back out of the way, and then we will lower the playfield and get the camera back in position. I'm going to swing it quite a bit this way. Sorry for that light. What just happened there? Oh, come on. You can do this. Well, I'll loosen this real quick and turn it to the side, I guess. There we go. Mataholics, thank you for keeping it dapper. Appreciate the 2 consecutive months, man. Much love to you. Okay, so swing this back and then tighten it. What a pain. And how did I have this? I had this like this. I know, little bendy arm. You can do it, though. Or you can't. Are you dying on me? You better not be. Well, if I have to remount the camera, I will, but let's take a look at it. From this side. Yeah, okay. Alright, sweet, we got there. Lucas, a little hand to you, friend. Welcome back to the Dapper, Lucas. Appreciate your support, man. What's up, Kilvaneer? Good to see ya. Okay, let me, there we go. T-Druid, thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate the 30 consecutive months. Let me check the camera angle here real quick, make sure we're golden. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. We can fix that. Of course. That's gonna be doing it. Foxy, what are you doing? Do you have any idea what you're doing? Yeah, I'm tired. Been a long day. Okay, so got our master list here. I'm just going to throw these pinballs in the parts drawer. Oh, hey, look what I found. Hey, maybe you can, like, stop doing that or something? I don't know. Maybe you can not do that? No? Okay. I guess that's better than you being on my desk. All right, now we got to figure out where to begin. I want to do this one piece at a time. So we're going to start by removing the back ramps, and then we'll kind of work our way forward. Once the ramps are off, it'll be a lot more clear what we can remove and what we can't remove. Oh, it's got this spare fair here. Anybody want this? You want it? Come here. You guys want a kiss? Kiss, 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 kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. Bite. You girls are almost done, I can see that. Ruby's just passed out on the floor. She just stopped and fell asleep. So let's see if we can take a look at these ramps and see how they disassemble. I've taken this one off before to put in the LED lights. I think it had some pretty tricky stuff going on, like, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, these ferrets. So this one has to come off first. It's a very big piece of plastic. And then we can worry about the other two. Or three? Is it three? No, two. This is one loop. Alrighty then. Alright, so we're going to grab our handy dandy screwdriver. Definitely going to need some needle nose pliers for this. All manner of screwdriver tips. And we'll grab the hex thing here too. Okay, we need this. Oh, metal bowl too. Oh, I guess that didn't update, did it? Well, let's, please don't go in the shooter lane. That's not where you belong. Let me update this command. Okay. So we disconnected the Molex clips. So let's go here. Fill that with red. Yeah, we were getting that too, Bliss9. Nurgle, thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate the 1 year of support. Much love. Alright, so to get to a lot of these screws, I'm going to need to pull this into the 3/4 position. So we'll just pull this out like this. And that'll give us better access. Okay, we'll start with just a normal Phillips head. Wish I knew where my other screwdriver was, but that's neither here nor there. Really? Oh yeah, that's the wrong one. It's on here. Okay, so the what's happening is the wire piece, or the metal piece down here, is turning along with the screw. So I'm gonna have to grab this with needle nose to get the screw out. There we go. Oh yeah, I replaced the screw. It's all coming back to me now. You can do it, little buddy. Wow, it's a long screw. Okay then. Screw and washer. So magnetic bowls are a lifesaver. Okay, we're connected anywhere else back over there? No. Okay, so it needs to slide out this way to come off. Okay, so this is just rest on this one. Loops around, connected here and here, it looks like. Getting a needle nose onto that one's going to be an adventure. So let's tighten this down. Okay, that's pretty tight. Reverse it. grab on. Oh yeah, scraping the fresh knuckle tattoos on metal feels good. I don't think I replaced this screw, so it should be a little bit shorter, I think. Yeah. The last remaining one is this one. Let's just see if it'll unscrew as is, or if I have to get crafty. Okay, it unscrewed as is. That is very good. Make a note to myself mentally to not fully crank that one down next time I do it, just in case. Okay. So the remaining thing we have to worry about here is we have the Molex clips that are feeding into these two things with not a very big gap to get them out. So we're going to very gently lift this up. Okay, hold on here. We almost done goofed. I have to disconnect this wireframe piece before I get to this, otherwise it's going to pull on the plastic in a very weird way. So let me see if I can adjust the camera here to get this piece off. Okay, so interesting. I think I had the camera the other way last time. I don't even know anymore. So we need to remove this bowl from the playfield. First thing I'm going to do here is disconnect this pin connector, and that just leaves us with, oh man, really? They want you to take the apron off? Get out of here. Well, that solder joint is pretty jacked anywho. Did this one fall off? Looks like it did. Well then. Okay, so I have a wire that fell off on this micro switch. Let's take a look at another micro switch and see if we can compare and contrast here as to what goes where. Okay then. So the white wire goes on the tab nearest. So the white wire is supposed to be connected to this right here, but it's not. So when we put that back on, we'll have to resolder it. No, I'm not going to treat them with hydrogen peroxide. You don't want to do that with printed art. It's good for clear pieces of plastic like this, but these are all in pretty good shape, all things considered. You only want to use hydrogen peroxide treatment on only clear plastics. Okay, so the first thing that needs to come off is this. I guess I don't have to mess with that yet. Very odd that the solder came off on that. I'm not that surprised, but it must have been resoldered with a new micro switch or something at some point. Okay, so we have a nut on the bottom of this. Yeah, I might have to break out the crescent wrench. Oh, I got a good grip on it. Okay, so there's the nut, screw. Now this should slide out. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we got our wire piece off that was going to cause a complication, so I can worry about the rest. Okay, now I can worry about getting this ramp off. It should just pull right off. And I believe, Ferrets, your time may come to an end here pretty soon, because you're being extra trolly. They've been on cam a bunch tonight, Devious Squirrel. Okay, so that can go there. Don't need this anymore, actually, because I got the list on the computer. Or can go over here, too. Ferrets, come on. What is your problem? What is your problem? You're so chunky. Yeah, no more sticks for you for a while. Okay, so this ramp assembly should lift off, I think. Please don't pinch it like that. Okay, here comes the Molexes. Okay, good. Okay, so there's one more Molex here. Okay. So we have our ramp assembly off. This one's probably the most fragile of the three. I mean, it's plastic, so it's not going to like snap in half, but it's not very well supported. It's a very odd shape. Okay, so now we're here. So we got this loop to take off. We'll do that next. And then we can take off the other ramp. I don't think I'll mess with this one, but this one needs to come off for sure. So this is connected. Let's see here. Well, I got a screw here that's not going anywhere. That's interesting. It's connected on this piece. And it looks like just over on this side too. So that's it. It's only connected by 3 screws. It's resting on top of the pop bumper, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, ferrets. I love you guys. I do. Where'd I put down my screwdriver? $1 million question. This is why I usually run with 2 screwdrivers. Okay, so we got this post right here. It has a very tiny screw. Is this Phillips head going to work? Yep. Little baby screw. Wow, that washer went right up the ramp. Interesting. I might replace this screw with something else. Come on. Alright then, I'll magnetize you. Foxy, you guys need to just stop. Jesus grills. Jesus. Okay, so does it connect on... Okay, it connects on these posts. Good to know. Okay, so micro switch assembly is going to come through here and here. However, to lift this up, I guess I can just twist this to the side. Foxy, they're keys, okay? They're keys. They're keys. They're keys. They're just keys. That's all you gotta do, is just not mess with those, okay? Thanks. Yeah, no kidding. So we're going to pull the Molex up and through, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Definitely want to pull on the wire, not on the ramp. Okay, cool. So this ramp assembly is done. E. Griffin. Thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate these 7 consecutive months. Alright, so we're getting places now. So I have... Well, how does this connect on? I see. This is a ramp diverter. Is it going to be possible to pull through the other ramp, I guess is the question, without removing the diverter assembly? I think that's a negatory. That being said, for the purposes of what we need to do here, I don't think that's of any consequence. We can leave this ramp on and not have to worry about it. Maybe. It's always something. What does the bottom of this thing look like? Oh, I suppose if I just unscrewed that, it would work, wouldn't it? Can I get it back on? And yeah, I do need to get back there. Okay. This one's not even screwed in, this piece of plastic. This is one continuous piece of ramp. So there's no way to get it out without removing the diverter portion here. Actually, let's take a look at this real quick. Maybe there is. Maybe if I just remove this piece. Yeah, this piece is only... Yeah, let's just remove that and see what happens. Maybe. Where does that connect down into? I'm a bit confused about how this piece works. Well, let's try unscrewing the one screw and see if it lifts up. If it doesn't, we'll go from there. Might have to lift the Playfield back up, which I was trying to avoid doing. Ruby. Ruby. Okay. It's going to be a nice game we play there. So I put the screwdriver exactly where I put it down last time, and once again I couldn't find it. I have a hard time believing this would be the only piece connecting this, but you just don't know. Okay, so this is actually 3 pieces. It's pretty odd. Okay, well, let's screw this back in. Don't need to remove the arm. The arm is not attached the same way. Okay, it looks to me... It's attached on the one side by just a hex nut wood screw, which I guess would make sense. Let me see if I can get down there and get it. Okay. I feel like I should connect on the bottom, but they don't generally make these things with the intention of people pulling them apart. Okay, that is not what I thought it was. So this is connected some other way. No, is it? Okay, one hex nut there. How far can I get this thing up? Whew. Well, I'm intrigued, that's for sure. There's no way to get it off from the bottom of the playfield, and getting it back on would be a total nightmare. I guess if I take the wireframe off, we should be able to access this piece of plastic. Does that connect down, or is it just in there? Alright, I'm not going to mess with this ramp assembly. Sorry for punching the mic there. We're just going to get this wire form off, and then we'll go from there. So this ramp stays on. Cool, Mr. Gecko. Make it better next time, I'm sure. Al Anonymous in the house. Hey, cool, Alnanos. Well, thanks for stopping by, sir. Apologies, it's kind of hard for me to read chat while I'm working on the machine, so I have the monitor over here. You can see it, but not as easy to interact as I would like. Okay, so this piece is going to stay on. We'll just kind of clean underneath the rag or something. The ramps are in really good shape. I just wanted to get the rubbers replaced, and this should not stop me from replacing any rubber pieces, and all the lights that need to be replaced are already. So we'll just leave this ramp and assembly as is. Sounds good. Foxy, you are unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, it's the piece of rubber on the one keychain thing that she's after. Okay, so this way it connects on 1 to this piece of wood, 2 right here, and I don't even, is that even a connection? No. So just 2 screws. Nice and easy. Wood screw, and this one should be, does it have a nut on the bottom? I hope not. It's a negatory. Alright, it's about time for the ferrets to go back to bed. Alright, wireframe assembly. It doesn't look dirty, but I can rest assured I can probably get a bunch of black off of that. I really would love to remove this ramp assembly. It's just such a large piece of plastic and it's blocked by this diverter. I'm sure I could get this off, but to what end? To what end? I'll be able to clean back there too. I'm just not gonna let that one go. Sometimes you gotta let stuff go. All right, next is going to be to remove the bowl here. We have a broken wire, which is interesting. This micro switch looks new, so I bet they just did a shoddy soldering job when they put it back on. That's okay. We'll let that one go. So green and white on the outside. The other one's pretty shoddy too, so I'm just gonna snip that wire, and that'll make the removal a lot easier as well. We will resolder when it goes back together. Who MD, thank you for keeping it dapper. Appreciate these 7 consecutive months. Oh, maybe I can just pull it off. Well, all right, Dio, don't break on me. No idea. Okay, that one just pulled off. Probably. Got this extra ferret if anybody needs one. Got it in the drawer for like 2 years. Got this extra ferret over here. Okay, so this is connected through here on this post. Well, it's connected everywhere. How much? Free. In fact, I'll pay you $5 to take it. So after we get this off, we're going to start removing one piece at a time, cleaning under that piece and replacing the rubber pieces with the Titan Pinball silicone rubber pieces. Which should be not too slow of a process, but I do want to take my time and make sure I'm cleaning the areas that don't normally get seen for cleaning, which is most of them. Okay. Well, is it actually... Okay, it is connected through both. It's kind of a weird place for that plastic. I'm sure there's some design purpose for it. Okay, so we've got our swamp bowl off. which with the micro switch that needs resoldered. All right. I'd like to remove this wire frame, but that's got to wait till this piece of plastic comes off. So let's decide where we're going to start. Probably drop the machine back down. Oh, hey, there's this thing too. Neat. Probably want to get that out of there. Probably lift these up to clean underneath, and then we can move our way back. Take this plastic, then the wire frame, the slingshots, and then work our way over. Like this star thing's pretty loose. Also, these are loose. I need to fix that. When the playfield's off, be able to get a good grip on them to actually tighten them down properly. These like to wiggle back and forth, and right now it's just loose enough that if it gets pushed over this way, the ball gets stuck right here. You know, very well could be, T-Druid. Very well could be. Yeah, it looks like the wire had been off for a while. I just didn't notice it. That happens. Overall, this playfield is actually quite clean as is, but it can always be cleaner. Okay, guys, I'm going to drop the playfield back into the playing position, and then we're going to take a short break. When we return, we will begin... Oh, God, don't pinch that, man. We will begin the shopping out of the machine. Yeah, I'm just going to have to let the other ramp assembly go. If I don't let it go, I'm going to take an hour taking that thing off. I don't really need to. Maybe. Can I access all the plastics without doing it is the real question. Or all the rubbers. I believe so. Alright guys, be back in about 3 minutes or so. No ads for Pinball Week. But thank you all for your time and coming out to watch. I'll be back shortly. And when we return, we'll begin the real work. Thank you, Cake Topping. I'm glad you think so. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it compensates. But both of them were loose, so it could definitely cause a few problems. All right, we have returned. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so I'm going to update the current command here. If you do exclam projects, you can see our itinerary list of what we're working down right now. So we've moved on to stripping the playfield. Cool, SticksCon. Well, thanks for taking time to watch, sir. I appreciate it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do this one piece at a time. So we're going to remove one piece of plastic, kind of clean underneath it, around it, and just kind of do one area of the machine at a time and detail it out. This machine's not going on a rotisserie. We're not pulling the playfield, so we're just going to do the best job that we can, cleaning and getting it back to top shape. I have some stuff I have to do on the bottom of the playfield too, but that's going to be after this is done. So you're in there with hex nut and wood screws, if you say so. If you say so. All right then. Let's find the appropriate size hex. Nailed it. So I'm going to start up here because we need to remove this wire form to remove the slingshots, which will then lead to replacing the flippers and cleaning that area. Probably remove these metal pieces too. Maybe not though. I'll just clean those. I have a tendency to obsess on stuff when I'm like cleaning it, so I have to like decide what I'm actually going to do and what I'm not going to do and stick to it. I've definitely learned over time with pinball machines, sometimes you just have to let some stuff go. Like, for example, this ramp. I could have spent like an hour trying to figure out how to get that off without breaking something, but if we just let it go, we can still do a good job. So, is this pulling something else out? Oh god. Why? Because pinball, that's why. Okay, so this took it out an entire post with it, which I was not expecting. That's A-okay. Mr. Gecko, I have not had something that I felt was too crisp, no. Okay, just going to get some of this wood shaving knocked off here. Alright, now I can remove this wire form, it looks like. So go back to our Phillips head. Start here. I'll bet this piece is ultra dirty too. We'll clean everything when the time comes. Actually, you know what? I might just clean as I go. That'll make a little more sense. So this wire form piece is what the ball feeds out of like 99% of the time. Pretty much every time you get the ball back on this machine, it's from that. So this is going to be dirty. I love raisins, man. Raisins are great. I've loved raisins ever since I was a little kid. So what I'm going to do is take one of our microfiber cloths. I'm going to spray it with a very small amount of Novus 1. Main purpose is just to pick up dust. Novus 1's actually, I think, mostly water. At least 70%. Probably more like 98. Just want to pick up any little dust pieces that made their way in there. Okay, this piece of plastic does have a wood screw underneath the ramp, but should be able to pull it out this way without breaking it. Looks good. Come over here and... what did I do with it? Unbelievable. I'm going to be losing stuff all day. Amazing that I have a photographic memory, but I forget where I put stuff down all the time. That's actually pretty grody, to be honest. That's quite a bit of black coming up on there. Okay, now this piece of plastic. I also want to kind of do this piece by piece so I don't end up with a giant surplus of screws that I don't know exactly where they go. Luckily, like, all the ramps share the same screw size and everything. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Gonna have to use a gentle hand here. Oh, why would you tighten that down that hard? Unbelievable. Well, we can just turn that to the side then, and there we are. Okay, so pull this piece of rubber off. Yeah, we should be able to get this one off, huh? Little needle nose will take care of that. What? I upgraded the current. Really? Right now I'm stripping the playfield and replacing rubber pieces. Gruber must not have saw me. Alright, we'll take a Q-tip here. A little spray. Feels nice to have a machine I'm not pulling all the way apart. Can detail real good though. And then I'm going to screw these down to make sure they're not coming loose, because there's a lot of loose pieces on this machine. Cool. This should be the same size head. Should be. And it is. Well, it was a little loose. Thank you for catching that. I did update it, but I don't believe that Gruber saw me. Second bowl sounds like a good idea. Come on. Let's put all my parts in here and leave all the screws in one by themselves. Should be much more efficient. Tighten this one. Looks good. I might lift that up and get at it. Let's do it. Luckily, the plastic's going to be pretty flexible, and they do still make these ramps if I did something really bad. Prefer not to waste money, though. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Alright, we'll grab those for the needle nose from the other side. I just want to tighten this down first. There we go. I'm going to take needle nose pliers and gently grab the side of the rubber and then pull it up and over. Let's see if I can just roll it. Alright, that's much safer. Okay, so we got this piece and this piece. We'll go into our parts drawer here. Grab our fancy schmancy new Titan pinball rubbers, which are actually silicone. That's looking like one of these. That looks correct to me. Hey, no problem, Anonymous. I'm always happy to share the love of pinball. I think it's really cool that other people stream pinball stuff on Twitch. Definitely want to give credit where credit's due. Thanks for streaming. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of rubber pieces. I got 2 of the combo packs. I end up using rubber pieces a lot when I'm doing repairs and stuff to wedge stuff and whatnot, so having extras around is never a bad thing. All right, I want to clean one more thing before we add those back on. Oh, come on, little bottle. You can do it. That'll be good. Cool. Thank you, Ghosty Luck. It's been a long time setting this up, so I'm glad you enjoy it. Try to get one finger on each side to get this to roll properly. Not the best angle. Almost. We'll get there. There we go. There we go. All right, rings on. These feel surprisingly like the actual rubber. Unlike the polyurethane ones, like the Superband posts, they're considerably harder than the actual rubber. So I was impressed that these are definitely a similar consistency and density to the actual rubbers. All right, let's clean down the wire form piece, and then we will put that back on and move on to the next one. So here's the wire form that the ball feeds out of. Actually, let me stick a towel down in that hole, so the place for the ball launch is going to be really dirty too. But once again, thank you everybody for your time and coming out to watch today. I'm really excited for Pinball Week. I love working on the machines, and I have so many repair and maintenance projects I've just fallen behind on with the studio move. And I've been wanting to do something like this anywho, so it's been good. So Pinball Week will run for all of next week until July 4th on Saturday, and then we'll be back to our normal format with properly shopped out machines, which is going to be great. Okay, let's grab a different color rag and a glove, and we'll take some Novus 2 to this one. Novus 2 is pretty decent at cleaning metals. I could throw a bunch of stuff into the ultrasonic machine, but I really don't want to do that. It takes so long, and it's such a hassle. I ultrasonic pretty much every single piece of the Adams Family machine as far as parts go. Everything is beaming and totally dirt-free, but super excessive for something that's not that dirty to begin with. You know, we'll see where we get Pyronaut Crab. I would love to play some this week, but my definite focus is going to be on getting all the machines shopped out and ready for extended play. So if you do XClam projects, that brings up the list of projects that we have to do. If we're making good time, there may be a day or 2, or who knows, even 3 of play. I'm already way ahead of schedule on where I thought I was going to be today. Today I thought was going to be just getting through, getting the organization done and stuff. And here we are with the ramps already off. That's what I wanted, Brett's out. The reason the diamond's on the pinky is because it's the best area to do it on because it's smaller. But I chose the other suits. All right. And we'll take a dry rag, which will have be our yellow one. Glad you like it, Cool Sandwich Hero. Thanks for taking time to check it out and giving it a chance. Good enough for me. Thank you, Pyro. Appreciate it. Okay, so if this goes back in like so, this needs to come back first. Looks legit. Okay, so that was definitely one of these, I think. You know, I think this would benefit from a different screw in it. So let's go find a compatible screw from the bin. A longer one would be preferable. That way I could stick a washer on that and kind of improve it. That is... not correct. Maybe this one? Yeah, it's the same, but the same length. This one's slightly longer, just long enough to put a washer on. Too big, too small. Oh, maybe that's right. That'll do. Maybe. Could be the wrong screw for all I know. Feels like it is. Let me get a flashlight down there. What's up, Captain Falcon? Okay. So it looks like it's a wider one than that. Let's try this real quick. This is the price I pay for not labeling all the screws. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you get in that hole. And then you turn. Not today, huh? Alright, so it is a wider base then. In that case, this screw might work. Let's find out. If this one does, we're set, 'cause it's the longest one I got. Well, all B. That's going to work out awesome. Cheez-It withdrawal. No, believe it or not, I don't actually like Cheez-Its that much. It just so happened that that was the snack I chose to stick in my beard the first time. We just rolled with it. Soul Sticks, thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate the 27 consecutive months. Wonderful. That is much more secure than it was previously. Good. Always nice to make an improvement. You know what? I shouldn't have put that back on though, because I got to take the slingshot off. All right then. We'll put this part aside so that we know what goes where. Whoopsie daisy. Oh no, I definitely put them in there. Mary Mintuous. You stick them in and then you twist to lock them in place. So I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Oh, it just screws off like that. Well, that's neat. I guess we figured out what's going on with that one. We'll do the slingshots next. Always open chat on pinball nights. It looks like we were missing a washer, because if this side has a washer, there's no reason the other side shouldn't have a washer. Now, obviously, somebody pulled this apart at some point and missed a washer. That'll happen. Alright, so we got 2 hexes here to pull off these plastics, which are quite dirty. Then we can clean the inside and replace these rubber pieces. I'm most curious to see how the silicone holds up as a flipper and as a slingshot. That's really where the real difference is. I could not get behind the super bands on flippers. They just feel so dead when the ball bounces on them. Can't stand it. But I did get a pair of super bands so we can do a triple comparison between the regular rubbers, the super bands, and the new Titan Pinball silicone competition rings. Okay, so it feels to me like this whole post is coming out, because it is. That's kind of a bummer. See if we can just hold it in place here so we don't ruin the thread. Okay, what do we have going on here? Okay, so it is a machine threaded screw, so that's not as bad as I thought. Okay. So we got ourselves a slingshot rubber, the star post, which is machine threaded, and the slingshot plastic. Let's take a look in here. Looks to me like these are slingshots, if I've ever seen them. That looks spot on, so we'll grab 2 of those. Not too bad as far as wear goes down here, but I'm going to try gripping the star post with a needle nose plier to see if I can make that not happen this time around. Okay, cool. Hey, nice, John Smith. Well, thanks for being a part of the channel for so long, sir. I appreciate you. Okay. These are all pretty damn clean. Take this slingshot rubber off. I mean, I've barely played this since it's been installed, and you can just see the dirt build up and other stuff that just gets on there. The only problem with rubber is 2 problems with rubber. 1, it dries over time pretty quickly, and 2, it can absorb dirt and get it kind of ground in there. So some of the new products coming out are really great for that. So we got a lot of dirt happening in this area, which is no surprise. That's where the ball constantly feeds. And quite a bit of dirt over here too. So I'm going to tighten all these, take a Q-tip kind of around the inside here. Then we'll take some little heavy-duty Novus 2 and get in this area, because it's not something you can get to often unless you're doing a more extended shop. This is not normal maintenance. So first thing first, we will tighten everything down. My main concern with this machine is I believe it had to have been kept in dry storage for a very long time. It's in too good a condition, 1, and A lot of the screws have become loose over time. Like this piece of metal over here was totally falling off, and so is this one. The snack bar is kind of loose as well, and there's just some bad connections in general. So I want to make sure everything gets secured properly, so the machine runs as well as it can, and we don't have a problem. Like this, there's a star post underneath here that's starting to twist to the side because it's become loose as well. Lots of little stuff like that that needs to be corrected. Pinside is a really great resource indeed. It's a forum, so it has a lot of the stuff you expect out of forums, but it also has a wealth of information and lots of people that truly do love pinball and are really great for the hobby. Certainly asked my fair share of stupid pinside questions, but found people to be most helpful. This may seem overkill, but really, when's the next time I'm going to do this? I don't want to do this every year or anything, so might as well get what I can done right. God bless. That shooter's going to kill me. Keep snagging my cord. Contact switches look decent. Not going to hurt to take a Q-tip in there. So the way a slingshot works is you have these two metal leaves right here. The rubber is strapped around that. When the ball makes contact with it, it pushes it back into the leaf switch, which tells this arm to kick it out. Good old electronics dust. All right. Now we're going to take our what colored rag? Green rag with the Novus 2 on it. That's definitely still good. So we just have Novus 2 on a rag here. Just going to gently rub that in kind of a circular motion. Then we'll have to come back up and make sure there's no silicone dust and stuff left over. But that's getting up a lot of dirt. And this is an area that is not often clean because it's very hard to access. So it's definitely prone to dirt buildup. All right. That's pretty gross. Novus 2 is pretty amazing stuff. You don't want to use it on everything. Really just pretty major buildup. Teabags I streamed every day from January 5th, 2012 to January 6th, 2014. And since then we've been on schedule for 1,115 shows. If not been late or missed a day in that time period. Get under here too. Okay. All right, this spot's getting pretty grody, so we're going to fold it over and make a new one. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. Now, they have a piece of Mylar on this side. The purpose of Mylar is to stop the ball from damaging the wood. Wood will compress only so far, and once it's done compressing, then it starts cracking, and then your Playfield paint and stuff starts coming off. It's exactly what happened to my Adams family. Interestingly enough, they added a piece of Mylar here, but they didn't add a piece of Mylar here. So I went and added one on that side. There was already a little bit of cracking in the wood and a little bit of damage, but the Mylar kind of evens it out and makes it so the wood doesn't start coming up. So this is probably the highest traffic area on the entire table. You can see it's already getting pretty black and gross. That's because the feeder launches the ball into right there over and over and over again. It's the only place the ball feeds out on this machine. So anytime you shoot in the snack bar, anytime you light a letter on KISS, it will launch out of there. Not too shabby. Need to get down here a little bit. The Mylar's coming up a smidge, but I don't think it's hurting anything. Hello, Burgle. Alright. So we're going to take a smidge down here. The ball feeds all the time. Then we'll wipe it down with a dry rag and be done with that part. You're always going to have a visible line where the ball travels down the in lanes. You don't want to work at it too much, because if you do, you'll end up taking up some clear with it. It's just the dirt's so far ground into it, and that's definitely the natural progression of things. It's not like anything you can do about it. It's just a very high traffic area. All right, now that's done, we're going to install our slingshot rubbers. There's a little groove on the star post. We're going to make sure everything's in the groove. We're going to check the contact switches to make sure that they're not prematurely connecting. They are not. Those look good. So this would be a normally open switch, and it compresses and closes. A piece of hair in there. There we go. Compresses and closes when the ball touches it, which causes the arm to actuate. So you have to make sure the switch is open on both sides, otherwise you're going to have some problems. Open, open. The gaps look good. A little bit closer. Cool. Now we can start putting those pieces back on. Probably replace the flipper rubbers and clean around this area, and then move over to the left side and start working our way back up. Taught myself, Captain Awesome. Spent a lot of time researching and stuff and studying the schematics and whatnot. There's nothing too complicated on pinball machines. They're all a lot of simple parts that work together to do something complicated. Oh my goodness. I inhaled water in a really weird way. Felt weird. All right then. Note to self, don't breathe in while drinking water. Well, we got these two side posts here that I need to tighten down. Let me see if I can get this from the 3/4 position. Yeah, I'm fine. It's like, it was weird. I breathed in when I was drinking and it like went up my nose. Very odd feeling. Okay, so we're pulling this to the 3/4. Let me see if I can move this cam down a little bit. Good enough. Okay, so these posts are my next thing I want to do. They're kind of loose right now, and that's really not okay, because if it gets wedged to the side, it's not a big enough gap for the ball to go through. And if they loosen all the way, then they kind of just flop back and forth, which is not cool either. So I want to get these tightened down if I can. So I have to pull these polyurethane posts off. Maybe. Okay, pliers time. Wow, that's really on there. Oh, it almost feels like it's on there enough to turn it, but okay. So I have a nylon lock washer on there right now, which is good, except for it keeps coming a little bit loose. So let me see if I can grab it with God bless, I need to move that. See if I can grab a grab it with a crescent wrench and then tighten it down using the rubber piece. This thing's really on there. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. So here we go. Come here, little buddy. Oh man. That's looking like a negatory. Alright, so I'll have to grab it with the screwdriver. Fair enough. Alright, so I gotta swing the cam back around. Excuse me for a sec. And then lift the playfield up. No, it's not gonna quite cut it. Okay. Locked in place. Get off there, bud. Okay, let's see here. So what we're dealing with, actually, I think I've got a pretty good view of it, is this lock washer right there. That's what keeps coming loose. And it's kind of weird because the post isn't very deep. So I think I just really got to get it threaded on there a couple more times to get it to be right. What should happen is it should be like this one down here where it just screws through the post. But for whatever reason, this one's not staying in there right. So we'll see if we can fix it that way. Alright. Camera's just kind of dangling right now, so excuse me. Alright. We'll try to find the right size topper for that. Yeah, that gets on there. Is that right, though? Yeah, that's definitely right. Okay. It's on there. It's on there, Rets Out. It's just not on there good enough. It should just go through that tab, but for whatever reason, it's stripped or something. And unfortunately, they do make, you know, other nylon washers for that, and I can try a regular washer too. It's not catching on the nylon portion of the washer. You're definitely right on that one. Alright, sorry, that's got to move. Okay, that's not the correct size. I have a, do I have a washer on there right now? I should take the washer off and just stick with the lock nut. Yeah, I tried to do a temporary fix on this one, and it worked, but we need something a little more permanent if we're going to go this far. Thank you, Gibby. Appreciate that. Okay, that just fell down. Let's see, just real quick, if it will thread into this. Will all be. Okay, so would that make it harder or easier? I think that'd make it harder. Well, it's threading through the other hole, so I could just go about it that way, and that'd make things a heck of a lot easier. I just have to wonder why it came loose in the first place. So I tried moving it up to this one, and it's definitely threading properly. Maybe it's just stripped down here. I mean, they gave you the option of 3 places to put it, so why not? The question is the top or the bottom the better placement for gameplay? Am I? Bummer. Let's see. I don't think so. Yeah, I've dropped 4,000. Keep an eye on it. I think I forgot to disconnect before I started. It could be. I could flip the bracket, but I need the position it was before was the center, so that doesn't really do me much good. Well, I think for gameplay, I want to move it up to the top, which is the bottom in this case. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, wrong one. There we go. That's definitely threading properly, where it was not at all threading in the center. Okay, it's still got a little bit of wiggle in it, but if I slap a nylon lock nut on that, it's not going anywhere. Or how maybe even just a nut in general would do it. Let's see if this will thread all the way, or if we're going to have basically the same problem. Okay, it's not catching the nylon portion of the lock nut, so that's not good enough. Okay. So this is what we're looking at right now. I moved it from the middle to the bottom, and I'm just going to try to find a nut that will fit on that screw and then crank it down the best that I can. Do you fit? Yes. You know what? Let's just go ahead and put a lock washer on there and see if I can crank it down. No? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. No lock washer. Get off there. It's going good, Dark Age Kid. Hope you're having a great one, sir. Oh man, maybe that was wrong. Too small? Too small. Well, Farfin Nugan. Definitely not Loctite time, not yet. I don't know, does that actually go on there? No, I'm going to strip it if I do that. So maybe I don't have the right size nut. Could try threading the nylon on backwards. See if that does anything. I'm not even sure if that's possible. No, it's too small in diameter. Or not. Yeah, I feel like if I jammed it down there, I could do it. Let's see if I can make it happen. Experiment time. Well, it's not going to be deep enough. All right, then. See if I have the right size to make this happen. Glad you're enjoying it, Juice of Orange. Tame Knight, thank you for keeping it dapper, sir. Appreciate the 3 consecutive months. Much love, man. For science, man, exactly. I don't think I should be doing this, no, but can I? Is the real question. The important question, can I? Way too big. So I know that the nylon washer fits the thread, but it's not catching the nylon lock portion of it, which is definitely a problem. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's also true. But it's just a screw, and if it's secure, that's all I really care about, because that piece never needs to be replaced. It just needs to be secured. I don't know, I definitely had it threaded on there last time. Yeah, it just doesn't get deep enough to catch. Gotcha. It's almost working. So I'm trying to backwards thread this lock nut. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Sorry guys, gotta move out of the way. Unbelievable. Maybe it was meant to be a little bit loose. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I just don't... Like, is this one loose in there? No, it's just not. And the ball hits it a lot is the problem. Well, let's stop on this and think for a second. Dark HK, I do Cooking with Frag once monthly as a Patreon reward. You can catch all episodes on YouTube afterwards, or... I lost my train of